Hey, hi, hello, how are you? I'm Pia and welcome to the start of a new weekly reading vlog. This week is going to be my first week of classes. Now, I do not start class until Wednesday. A mess, but I'm sitting here in a new space that I haven't filmed at before, I guess. This is my office for all intents and purposes. I have moved my desk upstairs and this is where I edit now. I have no signal here, so I can't actually do any other things than edit. Right now it's about 2. I am going to hang out with Fabian at 3. It is Labor Day, so I don't have class. And then I also don't have class tomorrow because that is UBC Imagine Day, which is basically like a club day. I have a new chair as well, and it you know, it's a rolly chair, and it also spins. I sit here all day doing this. Alright, so now that I'm back downstairs, I can actually show you what I'm planning on reading. I actually just have 2 books here, but I know that, I think last week I read 7 things. I feel like I can duplicate that this week. So for my audiobook, I'm listening to Rainbow Rowell's Wayward Son. This is a sequel to Carry On. 28% through it, so that means I am on chapter 20. Why did I flip right to it? Okay, so chapter 20, it's around the 100-page mark. Basically, I've read this much and I have this much left. I have 3.5 hours left. Not 3, 6. And then for my physical read, I'm going to read the rest of Where the Oh, she can speak. Where the Watermelons Grow, because I'm in a big middle grade mood. I have a lot of middle grades on my TBR, so I might end up reading some of those. If you didn't watch last week's vlog, you need to watch it because I read a heckin' ton. So of the 7 books I read last week, I owned 1 of them. Hey guys, it is Tuesday night and I'm about to show you what my room looks like right now because it's a hot mess. We've got some mess over here and then you really just get into the thick of it, you know? Yeah. But look! We just assembled this and bought it today. I didn't do any vlogging. I figured if I'm gonna vlog anything, I need to vlog a little time lapse of me putting my books into my bookshelves. I also have a small one which is gonna go there. So I kind of had a breakdown, kind of still having a breakdown. Yes, so you see I took off basically all the books here and I'm trying to do something new there. I don't know what I'm doing. These are what my shelves look like right now and I kind of love them, kind of hate them. This shelf, which used to be my TBR shelf, but it got over flooded. So I just took them all off and mixed them in with my red books. The only part of these shelves that's actually like nice to look at is my Anne of Green Gables shelf, Flash Ellen Montgomery shelf. Everything else is just a whole mess. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing. I do like having it organized by genre. I used to have it organized like that. In some places I have too many books and in other places I don't have enough books. And I feel like that's the issue we have here. I'm definitely looking at some books I know that I can like get rid of some. Books I can unhaul. Let's talk about it. Shatter Me. I was holding on to this because I really like the first book, but I hate the rest of the series. And now I'm just like, why do I even care? Wild Blue Wonder, I read. I don't think I'm gonna read again. 10 Things I Can See From Here by Carrie Mack. I'm like iffy on this one, so I'm gonna put it back. Last True Poets of the Sea, I think I'm gonna get rid of because it was really disappointing to me and I know someone else could love this book more than me. It's feel like invigorating but also terrifying. Okay, these 2 books, these I recently read, but I just gave both of them 3 stars, so I didn't really like them, and that's Let Me Hear a Rhyme and Night Owls. I honestly don't think I'm ever gonna read Pride. Like something I probably picked up on Book Outlet and we don't support Book Outlet anymore. I think I'm gonna unhaul Reverie. This was fine, it was good. Again, I gave it 3 stars, but I just don't think I'm gonna reread it. A Great and Terrible Beauty, another impulse buy. I don't think I'm gonna read it. 8 Will Fall and The Wise and the Wicked. I don't think I'm ever gonna read these. And I got them for free at my school. So I also bought all of these. So I'm not getting rid of anyone's people have got me. Personally, I'm just bad at picking books for myself. Try to list those on Depop as soon as possible, maybe tomorrow if I can. But at the time, that gets rid of some space. Let's try to put things in now. How I felt today, I was really, really secure today. And then one of my teachers threw a curveball at me and said that I had to take a class as a prerequisite, which it wasn't stated as a prereq for the course when I registered, and I'm like, I have a full course load. I'm also not allowed to take 6 classes. Hello friends. It is 11:30. I have just gotten ready for sleepy time, and I'm just feeling really anxious right now. I don't think it has like to do wholly with like school. My room is kind of a mess, and it really like stresses me out, which I know like is like an easy fix, like, oh, why don't you just clean your room? Like with everything I have going on in my mind and just mental health and stuff, it's been really hard. I've almost cried like all day today. It's been one of those days. Hey guys, it is the next day. It is almost 7 o'clock, and I'm about to take some Depop photos for all the books that I showed you. There they are, that I'm unhauling. And I have to do that kind of fast. I have a Zoom with my creative writing, one of my creative writing classes. I also need to do work. I also haven't uploaded my video that was supposed to go up yesterday. So there's that. This is the best angle I have ever, look at it. So I forgot that I updated you today, but it is much later. I think I updated you before my creative writing Zoom, and I honestly wanted to vlog during that Zoom because it was just us going over the class, and I just like, I almost cried, just tears of joy, because, and it's so corny, but like I'm so happy that I'm taking these courses, or like I'm taking courses in creative writing, because it's all I've wanted to do for a while. And it's something I'm just so passionate about, and I'm so into, that I was just so excited, and I can't wait to start that class. I think in total we're only writing like 3,000 words, which is incredible because obviously you guys know I wrote an entire novel in NaNoWriMo. I'm just excited to learn, which is really freaking lame, and I know I'm a huge nerd. And I'm sitting down because I actually read a book last night. Did I show you how these match? Last night I was like, I'm gonna read something really lighthearted. I'm not gonna read more of Where the Watermelons Grow because it's got some deeper topics. I just want something light, right? And I came across Lois Lowry published a new book. Lois Lowry is one of my favorite authors. It's called On the Horizon, and it's told in poetry form. Why I'm saying this is really funny that I ended up reading this is because of the content matter is about Pearl Harbor and the dropping of the atomic bomb on Hiroshima. Yeah, not exactly a very light subject, but I really loved how this was told. I mean, I could really be wrong. I'm not like entirely familiar with Lois Lowry's backlist, but I think this is her first book that's not written in prose. Correct me if I'm wrong, I could be wrong. So interesting, so beautiful, heartbreaking, and you really kind of get to know, I want to say cast of characters, but they're real people who were on the ships and who were there and who died and who survived, and it was incredible. And I was like, I'm gonna read a little bit of this. I read the whole thing. So I finished that. That was my 99th book of the year. I feel like this pressure, I think I said this last year, I feel this pressure of like the 100th book that I read this year. I feel like it needs to be like a really big important book. I don't know what I want to be reading. I mean, obviously Where the Watermelons Grow is really inspiring me. One of my projects for my writing for children and young adult class is to read a middle grade and a young adult, or a young adult, and like write a review of it. And obviously I do this all the time. I don't know if I'll pick up some more of this. I'm trying to think. I do have some arcs off of NetGalley, which I kind of need to get to. I did just get the arc of the new Katie Henry book, which I'm so excited about. I've read both of Katie Henry's other 2 books, and I really enjoyed them. This one's called This Will Be Funny Someday. No idea what it's about. Oh, that's awesome. It's about a girl who's into stand-up comedy, which is cool. And this doesn't come out until January, so I'm not gonna read it all that soon. I think I might pick up the new Christina Lauren book in the holidays. This is coming out soon, but I don't think I'm gonna read it tonight. I'm so indecisive. I want to read all the things. Hi guys, it is Thursday. I have class in like 3 minutes, so I wanted to say hi. Oh my god, I just don't want to go to this class. This is my Italian class, which, I haven't already said this, is basically the same kind of class I took like 4 years ago, and I just don't want to take it like at all. So there's that. Anyways, but I have this cute folder, so I feel like online classes are not going to give me like papers, but I do like having printed out copies. I've got my snacks ready, some pretzels and some fruit snacks, and I do want to talk to you about this book because this is boring. It's boring to hear me talk about class. Anyways, so I did read quite a bit of Where the Watermelons Grow last night. I got to page 40, and I did not know how deep this would go. This is, I think I've talked about it, how the main character's mom has some sort of oh my god, you tell I haven't spoken much today, has some sort of mental illness, but I didn't know that it deals with schizophrenia, and that's something that I don't think I've read a lot about or a lot of books about, so I am interested to see this one's take on it, especially from the perspective of a 12-year-old and having that be her mom, and like it's an incredible point of view, and I think this is a really important read and really something that I'm liking. Guess who's in a bad mood again? Me. I'm not doing great today. I had a class today. Oh my god. It sucked. I don't think I've ever looked better in a vlog clip. Hi guys. It is Friday. I'm in a little bit of a better mood today because I had English and I love my English class. I also have my very gay 70s mug, which we love. I'm drinking some tea. I've got a candle lit. I feel like in my fall vibes. It's really like gloomy and cloudy outside. I do have seasonal affective disorder, and that does mess with my mood. I know it's really stupid, but it is something I deal with. Anyways, I'm just trying to be cozy today, not really doing anything too crazy. So I'm gonna be sitting down here doing some reading, also trying to get out of my room because... So I did bring down, obviously, Where the Watermelons Grow, which I've been reading. Then I brought down my iPad because I do want to read Anna Holidays by Christina Lauren. That's, I think, the next book that I'm gonna pick up. Not sure if you know this, but if you do know this, you're a real friend, subscriber, you're a real gal. I love Emily Dickinson. Anyways, I love Emily Dickinson. I have read, now this is my second book where, or my second middle grade book where Emily Dickinson's poems have been referenced. I also am loving this book. But okay, one problem I have with this book is I'm like 100 pages into it. It doesn't very clearly tell you like the time it's set in, because like it feels like present day, but then they have some like weird things going on which like make it seem like it's in the past, but then they like have email, and I'm like, I'm just gonna assume that it's in the present, and I just don't know a lot about rural culture. Hey guys, I'm looking as fabulous as I did earlier. I have finished my book, but I want to do a quick unboxing. Oh, this is just one of them. So this is one, but this is, I ordered from thrift books. It's kind of what I'm gonna do for my books for school. So this is like perfect condition. This is Daniel Defoe's A Journal of the Plague Year. This is something we're reading in English. I also finished Where the Watermelons Grow. This is my 100th book of the year, and I love this. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I love this book. I will never stop talking about middle grade, which is why I love that I'm taking classes in middle grade writing and young adult writing, because I can just keep talking about it and gushing about the importance of middle grade, the importance of this story. I felt like I was gonna cry the entire time. It was so heartbreaking and so emotionally intense that I feel like I haven't even got in some young adult or adult books. So I did read those. We just had a really early dinner. I don't know if I told you that. I'm going to sit down. I have to do a little bit of homework. And then I am watching Grease tonight with my mom because she's been wanting to watch Grease. But yeah, the next book I'm going to pick up is Anna Holidays by Christina Lauren, because I am so excited about this book and I want to get in the Christmassy spirit. I really want to read some like Halloween-y books. If you guys know of any like that are like spooky or centered around Halloween and want to leave them in the comments for me. Yeah, I did find an Alexa Riley romance that is set at Halloween. Hello, Christy Crew. Really, I think I'm in my element today. I don't know. I'm trying not to get down about myself for like not doing certain things. Like I'm missing my uploads. My Wi-Fi sucks. And I have had no motivation in any part of my life. Anyways, we're gonna talk about a lighter thing. We're gonna talk about Anna Holidays. I got more than 100 pages through this. I also just watched Grease with my mom, and it was fantastic, quite misogynistic, and a little bit problematic. Yes, I'm 121 pages through this book. I am really liking this. I definitely knew the premise at some point, had immediately forgotten it by the time I started this book today, but it's a like Groundhog Day kind of moment happening. So we start off with the first day, which is the last day of this girl named Maisie, which is actually funny. I just read a book with a main character named Maisie, and her family's last day at this cabin they go to every year for Christmas. She had just drunkenly kissed her childhood best friend, whom she is in love with his brother, and they're all like family friends. So now she's like going back and she's like, it's because I kissed this guy and I'm actually in love with his brother. I'm a sucker for a good old like longtime crush, golden boy feel. So that's what I'm rooting for. Yes, it's a love triangle, but there really isn't like a second part. So you guys know I hate love triangles. So I would tell you if there was, but I wouldn't classify it as at least I'm like a third of the way through it, and I wouldn't classify it as a love triangle. You know what I just realized? I don't think I ever wrote a review for that other ARC book I read. Might have been this week, might have been last week. Anyways, I'm reading In a Holidays, and I have to tell you, I think this might be one of my favorite Christina Lauren books. You know, it's a difficult choice. I've read quite a few Christina Lauren books. Holy crap, I love this romance. 1, do I love Christmas? Yes. 2, do I love the romance that is happening right now? Yes. I'm 211 pages into it. Guys, I am flying through it, and I am loving every second of it. I do know that things just got really good and that there is going to be a problem because that's how romance books work. So I'm gonna have to stick that out. To make a long story short, I bought books because I'm sad. Will they make me happy? Will they make me feel fulfilled? Yeah, I'm having a bad time, but I felt like if I hauled some books for you guys, I would feel a little bit better. I'll Be Gone in the Dark by Michelle McNamara. And I know, oh, this is now an HBO documentary, but I know that this is about the Golden State Killer, which I find very interesting. I heard the audiobook is also like chill. I love true crime and I really love learning about it, but I haven't read a lot of like true crime books. I listen to podcasts and I watch a lot of documentaries because I'm a nerd. And then I got this. It's called The Captive Prince. This is the first book in the Captive Prince trilogy. I've heard some things about this. It was in like really nice condition. I'll give it a chance. I've heard like the romance is really fun. And then I bought this book, which I don't really remember anything about, and it's called Phantom Limbs. I've seen it a few places. I've definitely seen someone read it at some point. This deals with grief and moving on. Got Gathering Blue by Lois Lowry. I told you before, I think this week I read a different Lois Lowry book. But I love the Giver series and I do want to do a reread of them, but I listened to the audiobooks of them and I don't have these really beautiful editions, so I'm just collecting them where I find them. And then at a different thrift store I found Sun, which is the 4th book, which I actually have never read, so I want to do a whole reread of the series, maybe a 24-hour readathon. This was like one of the first series that I adored, so yeah, I love it so much. So now I just need to find The Giver and Messenger. So I do have half of them. And then it will be of no surprise to anyone, these next couple of books, books 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8 of the Anne of Green Gables series. I actually have books 2 and 4 in this series in these covers, but I don't have the first one, so I am missing that. But they're literally, they look like a new edition. Like they're completely unbended, like not even yellowed pages, like, and they were each $2.50 and I was like, I'm buying them. I saw them all at one store and I was like, mine. So I bought these books. Did they increase my happiness? They did for a moment. Also, I stopped reading In a Holidays, not forever, but I did just take a pause on it because of how I was feeling. And I just love this love interest so much in and I got to like the part where everyone's fighting because that always happens in romance. I'm sorry I'm rubbing my legs, but it's fucking freezing. Hello guys. Hi guys. It's Sunday. Sunday night, I decided to turn this day around and I'm trying my best. I am going to go upstairs and edit, try to get my butt into gear with getting some videos done because we all know I haven't been doing that and I've been neglecting a lot of things. I'm gonna go do that, but I did just buy some stuff. I also just got in the mail Jane Austen's Persuasion. This is another book that we're reading for class, so I bought it. And then I got some things. I got a job today supervising and like helping kids with online learning. Bought a giant hand sanitizer, my vitamins, my multivitamins that I take every day. Oh, I also got my dog a bone and I got my brother a charger. She's cute. She smells really nice. Anyway, so I bought this for my office upstairs. And then I also bought this for my office. It's a little sign that says Hocus Pocus. And we all know that Hocus Pocus is my favorite movie. So I figured this with the little candle is a nice little fall setup. My camera battery is dying.